So, hi, evening everyone. What on earth did I get myself into? Huh? This was quite right. I don't know if there's people that have specific questions, but I thought let me just share a bit about everything, basically how the last 2 weeks went and where we are at right now and what the future plans are. Um, Basically, a token launch went quite smooth. Gathering all the funds was a bit of a hassle from administrative perspective, but we actually managed, so that's really great. Um, and yeah, basically, launch went quite okay. Then on Saturday evening, Iran decided to attack Israel, and everything tanked. So for a second, I thought, "Oh crap, everything's going to go down. What did I do wrong?" But then, like 3, 4 minutes later, I realized, "Oh, it's not me. It's just the whole freaking crypto world that is coming down." So that was not good, but at least it was not just our token. Then I thought, okay, Sunday, let's just take things easy, see what the market does, and then from Monday we can start pumping again. And then from there, things took a crazy, crazy dive up. First we had, so we had a pump, then we had a drop, then we had a little bit of slow grind, then started to pump and pump and pump and pump like crazy all the way up to a 6 million market cap. I think the peak was when Powell announced their partnership on what was it, Wednesday evening? I'm so lost with dates. 18th. Yeah, so basically Wednesday or Thursday night. That's when Powell announced their partnership. That's when things actually started flying off. And from then, everything just started slowly grinding down, 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 down. I think one of the main challenges is people are super impatient in this space. They want to have updates every second. They want to see new things every second. And if you don't show your face for an hour, then people say, "Oh no, he ran away." If you've seen all the things that happened in the Telegram group, it's beyond imagination at some points. I don't know if you saw the discussion that I had with this guy, Bear. Where's my beautiful sign? I need to frame this one day. But there was this guy that claimed that I was faking it, that I was not real. And then he said, send a picture. So I sent a picture. And then he sent, can you write one with a date? So then I wrote a beautiful one where it says, I love Bear with the date and time and everything to show him, yes, I am who I say I am. The fuck? But okay, because apparently people thought that I hacked my LinkedIn profile, that the Twitter account was fake, even though it exists since, I don't know, 2000 and long time ago, 14, I think. But yeah, you get a lot of scrutiny. While the most of the projects, you don't even get to have a dev that says, I am who I am. They just hide behind some random name. So the fact that I actually am out there, you would say it gives trust, but it even still gives distrust and reason to, I don't know, give me a lot of shit. But that's okay. You get the shit anyway. But yeah, impatience, I think, is one of the biggest things. So people want a roadmap, people want an AMA, people want everything. And I will give it to them, but just in due course. And I think one of the biggest challenges that I realize right now is if I do not actually start delivering proper things that people believe, then it's just going to come crashing down. But that's okay because we can actually deliver things. It also means that I actually now need to deliver things. So that's going to be the next interesting challenge. That's going to be the focus for now. A bit about the money that we spent and the budget that was used on, well, a lot of things. Some of these things were really good. Some of these things were really bad. There were people that, of course, fuck you over from whichever side they can. And I think the craziest thing was just the amount of messages that I get in my Telegram inbox. Still, on a daily basis right now, it's about 20 to 30. I think that I get new ones, but the first days I still have, I think, 400 unread messages that I just have ignored, and about 300 people that I blocked. And there's still a whole lot of people that want my attention. What do I want my attention for? They're amazing graphic designers of these beautiful icons, or they are willing to shill or get me on their beautiful Telegram group or moderate or updated, I don't know, everything, anything you can imagine. They try to get at you. There's even people that say, give me money just for nothing. There's people that pretend they are someone. They pretend they are some big Twitter account. The username is almost matching. And then if you click through, then eventually after, I don't know, 10 rounds of clicking around, you realize, no, I'm actually talking to a fake guy. I had a guy at some point texting me saying, I'm your biggest holder. I said, okay, can you send proof? I said, I don't need to send proof. I said, oh, okay. And then, yeah, it turns out this guy is not actually who he says he is. He's just trying to put pressure on me for, I don't know what. There's people that you pay to start doing things that don't do things. There's people that you don't pay and actually start doing things. And then they say, we are started doing things. So if you want us to continue, you need to start paying. I don't know, this world is such a messed up, messed up situation in so many ways. And I do understand why people in crypto hide behind names, because it's a lot easier to hide behind some weird name and some weird icon instead of just saying, I am who I am. Because you get a lot of, well, you cannot, how say that? You still need to pretend that you actually care about some things, let's say, at times. You cannot just say, bugger off. I do, but in a normal way. But yeah, there's a lot of crap going on. I think that's one of the things that was most exhausting. The amount of messages that I got in the first days and the amount of things that I tried to deal with while trying to weed through the messages to see what's actually relevant and what's not relevant. While trying to build on the roadmap, while trying to build the product, while trying to keep everyone calm and saying, well, why don't you have some patience? But yeah, somehow we managed to survive a week. And within that week, I don't have the most up-to-date numbers, but roughly speaking, we started with the 13, then there's around 50 to 60 Ethereum that came in through taxes, and then a whole bunch of things was spent. And with everything that I've been paying out to you guys now, if I calculate correctly, I should have around 15 ETH left right now to continue building and continue actually developing. And while there's more volume, which supposedly is going to happen, there should be more money coming in. But it was quite an expensive week in many different ways. If you guys need it or want it, I can try to make a breakdown of everything, but it's a lot of tiny amounts, moderators that want $50 for a week. There's massive amounts, thousands of dollars for some people that are actually pushing forward or being advisory. And getting on the trending lists, 1 Ether a day, getting on DEX tools, launching the token, signing contracts. There's, I don't know, money literally flies out left, right, and center. It's beyond imagination still at times. So yeah, oh, that wine. I would love this wine. Frank. Was Frank, right? Yeah. Cheers. So yeah, it's been a really exhausting week, but it's also been a thrilling week, and it's been an exciting week, and I got to know a lot of good people, a lot of really crappy people, and but yeah, there's still some good in the space as well. Let me see if there's any specific questions in the chat that I should answer. As I already told you, I didn't lose weight subs. I wish, but no. Yeah, weekends are a bit quiet. The whole Bitcoin halving didn't help. Coin market cap. When coin market cap? If I pay $5,000 right now, we get into coin market cap within 24 hours. I think it's not worth $5,000. I'd rather spend those $5,000 somewhere else. Coin market cap has express listing, and otherwise it takes weeks. How many weeks? They don't know. Depends. $5,000, and they try to get you on board within 24 hours. One of those things where I think, why on earth do they make so much money everywhere? Maxi listing $40,000, Bitmart and BitGet $30,000. Getting on some big ass Twitter feed $10,000. These people make so much money everywhere. 1% of the supply, and then they can do whatever you want, and they'll dump on you whenever they want, of course. But that's yeah, how it is. Other questions. Anything we can do on the socials? Yes. There's a guy that you might have been seeing super active in the Telegram recently. He has a new tactic on Twitter where you basically reply to big accounts and make sure your reply gets a lot of likes and responses. So whenever he is rating a tweet, that's usually a reply to another tweet. That's one thing that you could help out on. And in general, whatever you share, keep on sharing, and whatever you do, try to keep on doing what you're doing. But help out in these raids that you see in the Telegram group. That really helps a lot. Distracted by Frank. Yeah, I understand. I want the wine. CoinGecko was for free, so that was actually quite quick. I will give a high level rough estimate on marketing, development work, and all other expenses. I'll do that just to give a rough estimate. Glad that you figured out Uniswap. And yeah, what's next? I think that's the main step. Private group, yeah, no, hard unless someone actually sees it. But yeah, try to follow the rates that are on the Telegram group. That's the most important. Maybe someone can post them in there as well in the Discord group. Next step, tomorrow evening, there's going to be an AMA together with a guy that's actually sort of going to interview me. And in there, I will be presenting the roadmap. And this roadmap is going to be about, let me actually get it in front of me so I can say things that make sense. Yeah, basically about the different products. So we're talking about the different bots, the staking to be available just not for MetaMask, but for all the other wallets as well. A licensing platform, so if you actually hold tokens that you can actually use it without a watermark or get rid of all the limits that are there right now. Updates on the voice and the music, but those are more for May and June. And the big thing that everyone's waiting for, which is actually the biggest challenge, is the GPU VPS marketplace. People give this a lot of value. Well, in actual fact, it doesn't mean that much, but it's complicated to build. I'm either going to white label this, as in find a partner that already has this and then just copy paste and use their services, or actually build it, and both is feasible, but it's going to take some time. That's the part of the roadmap that's the flakiest at the moment. But if I nail this properly, then things will slowly start going up again. The fact that it went up this fast towards the 6 million is in a way good because we got a lot of tax money, but it's also going back to the 2 million right now hurts a bit for people that think they want to invest, but also means that a lot of the big whales are out. So that's good because there's a lot of people that went in early that already are completely out, or there's people that went in late and actually sold at a massive loss. So it's actually healthier and healthier from a how say that, distribution perspective. So yeah, the plan is to actually start building, to actually start developing. I have a developer that's working on it right now. I have a graphic designer that's hopefully going to deliver something proper. There's this shield team that's going to work on the Twitter. There's a girl that's working with me on the marketing and the organization of everything. I might need to find another developer depending on my own availability. But in general, yeah, things are going to be hectic, but I feel they're a bit under control again. There have been points in this week where I thought this is all going to shit. This morning I thought, okay, fuck it, I'm done. When I woke up and saw the everything coming crashing down, but I thought it actually doesn't matter because we just got started. It's been a week, and people expect that you literally build Rome in a week. So yeah, It's it's a challenge, but we're getting there. Um, I would not have, if you would have asked me a week ago, would we have hit 6 million? I would have said no. And I would have been happy if it would be at 2 million right now. But we're at 2 million right now, but we had 6, so I'm happy, but also unhappy. It's a bit ups and downs. That's how it is. Most important is that I need to keep my sanity and keep the calm and sleep a bit more. But yeah, it's been a eventful week. Let's see if there's other questions in the meantime. We're not going to be talking about bald hair, are we? I mean, bald hair, lack of hair, bald people. Anyway, no. Um, we don't know how much everyone individually knows, and we don't need to know. That's also one of the things why I think it's good. There's people that invested, there's people that did not invest, and I personally don't even want to know because it's only going to put more pressure. I mean, I know you're all in it, and I hope you all took out initials and have profits and whatnot, but um, for me, the most important part is the deal is I'm going to try to get as much tax out of this by keeping on building, and then every week there should be a payout. Right now, I made sure everyone has got their initials back. If you haven't got your initials back, make sure you fill in the form. And from here, everything is going to be profit. And it all depends on the volume. Right now, we have 4 point something million in volume. If we have 10 million in volume and less expenses, because there should be less expenses now, because the initial bit was the biggest, then it should be a recurring event every week, I hope, till eternity, or whatever's going to happen next. But that's my main goal. Make sure that we keep on having the tax income, have a proper roadmap and development going on, and actually make this into a running, working thing that is hopefully at some point self-sustainable, where I don't need to be working my ass off every day, because that was not my intention. That's one of the things that I think I underestimated a bit. Um, did Crypto Busy do anything? No, I don't think so. Was it 1 week? Yes, it was 1 week. Healthy retrace, correct. Um, So yes, the idea is to get a share of the taxes every week. There's no time limit. I mean, maybe at some point I need to say, okay, we need to change certain things. But as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be happening as this. And yes, it is a buy and sell tax. But if there's a 4 million volume, then it is the 4 million volume that counts, whereas the 4%, because that consists of buying and selling together. So it's not a there's 5% tax, but one of those percents goes to the staking wallets, and then the other 4% is being used for marketing development and payouts to everyone who needs to have a payout. That's how it works, and that's how it should stay on working. So, yeah, Coinbase sucks. Crypto Wolf, I know. My Zoom is acting up. Um, Any other questions? Any other things that people want to know about or want to see what's happening or how it's happening? If you want to be wait, unmuted, you can unmute yourself as well, or just type in the chat. How are the mods doing? Yeah, moi. There's good ones and bad ones. Already let one go. One I'm not too happy with, and there's a difference between mods and people that are actually pushing. Mods should not be focused on price action, but just to make sure everything running smooth. And some of them are a bit over enthusiastic at times. So I might need to change some around. But yeah, overall, they're not doing too bad, but it can be better. Yeah, going forward, already shared a bit. Basically, actually start building. So continue building on the picture, sorry, the image generator, the chatbot, work on the voice bot next, and work on the marketplace, and then music on later. And yeah, actually deliver tomorrow evening AMA to present the roadmaps, and yeah, take it from there. How can you guys help? By being active in Telegram every now and then. You don't need to be going crazy in Telegram, but be there, join in on spreading positivity and sharing how great everything is and how good the future is going to be. That's basically the main thing. One side. The other side is Twitter. Share, like, reply, retweet, whatever can be done. And at some point, there will be some testing work that could be done. As in, if I have some changes in the image generator bot, I will send them in the chat and ask if people can test. Those are little things, but it's good to good to help out. That's the main thing that can be done to help out. Other than that, if you know any developers that can help out, feel free to send them to me. Graphic work should be under control right now. Waiting for some feedback. What else? I think that's the most important right now. Any other questions, feedback, ideas, things you want to share? From a licensing perspective of the coin, who are the target customers? Anyone here able to help with introductions to these customers? I did not specifically think about those things yet, to be honest. That's something that can definitely be improved upon. First thing is, if you are a token holder, then you can get a free license and you can increase your limits at some point. But also there, I'm not in a rush. We need to have a actual revenue model. But if you have a revenue model towards summer, apart from the income from the GPU VPS marketplace, then that would be good. And talking about people that actually would be using it without owning tokens or without staking, that then would be either have a subscription through an app or through the website or something. But it's not the first priority. First priority is to actually deliver things and then think about revenue. Revenue is not the first thing that should be up and running. What's the GPU marketplace? GPU marketplace, it's a marketplace where people can give their hardware available to rent out and other people to actually use the hardware that people are renting out to run computing tasks for AI, basically. And that's, a big thing in the market right now, and that's what we're going to try and build as well. Running nodes or running AI graphic work or anything like Node AI, exactly. Like, I don't know, there's many others. Some of them are super fake, some of them are a bit fake, and some of them are actually running. So business model will be actual income from these GPU nodes, and in the future also from actual people using the tools and the AI models. I'm not going to build any new AI models for now. I'm just using existing tools and just combine them into something different. And that's the thing. Can we generate Misfits sucks? Rug pull, we can. Have you managed to onboard any big crypto Twitter influencers? We're working on that. The thing is, it needs to go slow. If you get a really big one right now, then things explode again. And things exploding should not be the goal. Things should be focused on getting the volume and a slow build up towards deliverables. At some point, they're going to come to us. Already right now, some of them are coming to us. I'm working together with a guy that is actually, at least so far, seems to be quite genuine, who has a group that he knows that he will slowly introduce us to, instead of going out with a big bang, because the big bang is just going to explode it again, and we don't want it to explode. We just want it to slowly build up and give a chance to actually deliver. Because if I don't deliver, then things are going to come down again. So yes, we can push it like crazy, and then you go up and then you crash again. They need to build the confidence again. There's a lot of stress involved. So yes, just a slow grind up, hopefully. And then we should be good, hopefully. A lot of it is actually organic. Not everything, but a lot of it is actually organic or more organic than I would expect. The biggest expenses were the first few days. Then there were actually a few days that we didn't spend anything. And now this weekend I spent a bit to prepare for the coming week and to get ready for the rest. What do you think about an app for image generator that can add onto people's text bar like Grammarly? Didn't think about that yet, but yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do once these things are in the next stages. Will volume continue with the current trends? No, it will not. There will be ups and downs. How up and how down, I don't know. There will be moments that it's going to be flying again. There will be moments that there will be days that we think, okay, is that it? With the current around the 15, I think I said. I need to calculate again, but I think it's around 15. Yeah, with the 15 ETH that we should have right now, I should be good to build and develop. So it all depends if how things develop for the coming week, if there's going to be what kind of payout there will be next Friday, and I'll try to keep you posted. Also, I'll share the link where I check the volume, but you can actually on Uniswap there's a specific page where you can find it, and you need to let me share this in the Discord page now. This is the current state where we are at 4.41 million of the volume. Posting the right group, yep. If you go to the page that I posted in Discord and you select a volume and you select 1 month, then you should get a graph that looks like what I just shared. That's the most accurate representation of the volume. Wait, I'm missing questions. So volume, yep, no. So development, we should be good with the current money and the volume that's going to come in the week to follow. Is there any way we could use our wider Discord group? Yeah, just tell them the same thing. We need people to buy and sell, so promote it, but there's not much else you can do in a way. There was no one trying to hack the token. There was someone that actually did oh, that's another fun thing. Someone sent me a message saying, your website is vulnerable. And they said, I'm going to prove it to you. And they said, look, now your website is down. So he did a DDoS attack. So then I just got a Cloudflare account, and then now we have Cloudflare. Annoying, but that's apparently how people are, because they then want money to fix your problem. But yeah, we just ignored it. There's a lot of scams. There's a lot of people with fake groups that will invite you. Make sure that you change your Telegram settings. There's people that pretend to be me. There's people that pretend to be the token. There's fake token launches. There's everything. And there's nothing, literally nothing we can do about it, apart from staying alert, report when you see it. But it's just how fucked up the world is. So no, the token wasn't hacked, but people just try to copy paste it. Coinzilla would be big if we have it on Dextools and ETHScan. Yeah, there's a lot of big ones where you can go for, but for now, as I said, slowly, bit by bit, working towards bigger and bigger accounts. Are we going on any other exchanges? I will at some point start looking into exchanges, but I want a proper exchange that still gives us tax. Maxi, no more taxes, and you need to pay them a lot of money. And usually Maxi token launches dump because you need to spend extra money to get market makers on board that will actually buy and sell the token and make sure that everything balances out between Maxi and Uniswap. If you don't, you lose out. So no Maxi. I had high hopes, but I removed it from all the communication. Maxi is not going to happen anytime soon. Other exchanges could be. There's a few that I talked to, but there should not be any rush. I thought there would be benefits, but there's no benefits at all. What else? Yeah, as Matt says, even if you just spend 5 minutes, just go through the Telegram group, check what you can like and post and share once, twice a day would really be helping. Poor Magpie. Someone asked you out for dinner, pretending to be me. Never showed up. There's actually people that approached people that are working on the team, pretending to be me, asking for money as well. It's really messed up. But yeah. On the other questions I missed, Wesley, we could always invest some more. I don't think there's any need to invest more. You can buy and sell as much as you want and try to make profit. Make sure you take profit. Again, don't diamond hand this into shit. I don't want to have that responsibility on me. Do as you want. I'm not going to tell you what not to do or what to do. What market cap do we need for a party in Malta? Yeah, a little bit more, but yeah, would be nice. Crypto fam, I'll check why you're banned from Telegram. You should be banned from. If you are banned from Telegram, send me a message and I'll try to get you reinstated somehow. All right. Any other questions? Any other things? Any other tips? Any other ideas that you guys would like me to look into or share? The milestones, the main goal is to actually get the roadmap out. Once the roadmap is out, that will give people confidence. And the main focus is going to be to actually deliver. If I deliver, in combination with the marketing that's going to be happening with the guy that I just onboarded yesterday, things should start moving again. So for me, main focus, make sure that I deliver. If I deliver, everything else will somehow work out as long as I keep on communicating and be transparent about everything I do. And so far, I think the transparency has been helping. The fact that, I mean, that's the other thing about being a doxed owner or doxed dev. It has pros and cons. For me, it's quite a bit of more pressure, but on the other side, people also know that I'm not just going to run away. I mean, some people still think I'm going to run away, but the fact that I'm actually here saying, okay, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, this is how we're doing it, that's actually helping. That also helps with sellers getting certain contacts in the crypto scene because people see that I'm an actual genuine person. But there's also then people that try to abuse it, of course. But yeah, ups and downs, pros and cons on everything. Volume driving trading bot, not sure. It could be, but people will eventually poke through that anyway. And it's cost quite some money. But if you have someone that has one thing up and running, Colin, then please send it to me and I can check it out. I've looked into it, didn't find anything good. Certain hashtags, yeah, that's also why I'm telling you, make sure that you follow the things in the Telegram group, because that guy is actually gonna push like crazy, and make sure that we follow the right things and have the right hashtags and get the attention of the bigger people or get replies under the tweets of the bigger people that might not get their attention, but at least from their followers. So yeah, that's one of the things that we can also use to actually dynamically grow without spending a lot of money. So yeah, main focus is actually deliver and make sure that people understand and see that what we're building is actually out there and just working. Anything else? For tomorrow evening, it's going to be a bit late, depending on where you live. But for me, it's a bit late. But supposedly that should help a bit with the American public as well. At 9 UTC, so I think that's 10 in the UK and 11 for me. And there's going to be the AMA on Telegram. Try to join because if there's a lot of people joining, that also gives other people confidence. See if you can ask any smart questions. We're going to have giveaway for the best question. Don't ask annoying questions, but but yeah, it would be nice if you guys can join there. If there's anything else, please post now. I actually have a guy that's gonna interview me for the first bit. So the majority of the questions should be answered, and then we just pick out the questions that are most, how to say that? Yeah. Uh, Relevant. I'm not gonna go to bed yet. No, I wish, but no, still some things to do before I go to bed. There was another question. Wait, the chat is going fast at times. When YouTube? When I don't know yet. Whenever there will be YouTube. Not my main priority right now. Main priority again is mainly Telegram and Twitter. Making sure I deliver, and then at some point there will be people that will also share this on their YouTubes. If you're on TikTok, keep on shilling the shit out of it on TikTok in the comment section, or ask if they know about it. If you can ask questions. I don't know if Fitzo's mentioning it in his TikToks. That's up to him. But yeah, use TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I don't want to use TikTok. So no. But yeah, join random people's TikTok and ask about it, of course. Yeah. All right. Is any of the dev proprietary? I'm using existing AI that is available for APIs to build it into the bots that we have right now. There also will be apps and web application to use the same functionality, but we did not develop our own AI. I never said I would. There might be people that think that I did. I'm not going to say no or yes to any of that unless people ask explicitly, but I try to not answer those questions. But yes, the goal is not to have an AI. The goal is to have people get better access to AI. That's the main thing. Have people use the creativity and their tools for the image, for the chat, for the voice, for the music in the future, maybe some other things. So yeah. Other than Delhi, Crypto Wolf for image, yes, depending on what APIs I find and if it's possible. If we have enough GPU power ourselves, we can even host our own implementation of Midjourney or other ones. There's a lot of options, but for now, the easiest is to just use the OpenAI API. So yeah, I think that's the main thing. Any way to use images with the image AI? Not yet, but there will be where you can actually upload a picture and say, make something like this. That's one of the updates that's coming up as well. Not sure if it's going to be this week, but next week. I work on the time frame for the next phase. It's going to be deliverables every week. That's, I think, one of the main things I'll be sharing in the Telegram every week. This is what we built, and this is what we're going to be building next week. And then people hopefully see that there's actual progress and development, because that's what keeps people going. If money was no object, what would you like to do with the token? That's an interesting question. Money is always in a way the objective, and that's also the weird thing about crypto. Half the people don't really care about the product right now. They just care about the fact that there is a product, because that means their token is going to be worth more. So in a way, it's always about the money, and we cannot deny it's not about money. But what I would like is if I can actually build something that people would use and see as being a usable addition to whatever it is they're doing, be it with image generation, being it with a chatbot that gives them proper and useful answers, or with the voice generation that they can use in whatever work they do, or music generation that they can use in whatever work they do. If I can build something that's accessible and usable for people, I think that would be good. And if we need to build a VPS GPU marketplace to fund part of it, and yeah, then that's okay. But that's the marketplace in a way is just a way to have some form of income under it and some form of hype attached to it. The actual creativity, I think that's the thing that I would like the most. Who's our main competitor? There's a lot of different competitors in different areas, and AI is a really weird space at the moment. So that's something that I would need to look into a little bit more as well. Seeing what the difference is, the improvements that we can make based on that, and where we can get into. So yeah. Soon the ImageBot will be without watermarks if you link your wallet to it. That's one of the things that I hope to have this week. And then, yeah, we're gonna take it from there. All right. Do you have to take the payment? Yes, you have to take the payment. I mean, yes, I could use it, but right now, at least get the initials out, get that part out of the way, then focus on building and building all volume, and hopefully giving everyone a proper return. And yeah. Is staking required for watermark removal? There's two watermarks. There's the text and there's the logo. Text for holders, logo for stakers. There's no massive limits for stakers. I will put a limit at some point. And for everyone in this group, I'll send out some magic code where you be without image as well. Sorry, without a watermark. As a nice same as to give me superpowers where you can get 100 instead of 10. There will be some Easter eggs to get rid of the watermarks. What sets us apart? To be honest, I don't know. Hopefully, actually delivering things that work. Because there's a lot of shit out there that pretends to work, but then if you really start diving deep, it's just a bunch of nonsense. Bonus staking pool was closed, a new one was opened because I made a mistake in the staking contracts. So I closed all the old ones and opened new ones. And whoever staked the old ones will get a bonus. But you'll see that whenever you log in and check the tokens. Stupid mistake. Glad I discovered it after 2 or 3 days. But yeah, that's how it is at times. NFT. Didn't think about NFT, but who knows in the future. Main priority first. Get a roadmap out. Get a AMA tomorrow, and then actually start delivering coming week. And then a week from now, things should look healthier. Although I think they're already looking healthier. Yeah, the fact that all of you bought back in made the chart jump a bit. All right, good. Then I think I'm gonna wrap this up and continue the roadmap for a bit. Go to bed and prepare for the AMA tomorrow. Let him cook. Yes, let the base dev cook. Anyway, good. All right, I'll make the recording available at some point because I think that's okay for everyone. And yeah, thanks everyone for your patience and support and help. I really appreciate it. It's been a ride, and right, it's just getting started. And yeah, really appreciate that everyone's part of this. So thanks.